Hello everybody, welcome back to Gabymathematics YouTube channel. This video is about SPM Actual Paper 2024 Part 2. Now this Part 2 video will include all BahagianB question from question 11 to question 15. Now anybody here already watched Part 1, Bahagian A? Please leave me some comment and let me know. Alright, let's start with our question today. Let's go. Question 11, transformation. So it shows two quadrilateral. So here they say quadrilateral TUVW is the image of PQRS under rotation. Okay, so PUVW is image. So this is image. PQRS, this is object. So this is object under rotation. Now state the corresponding side of QR and also the corresponding angle of TWV. Okay, QR here. QR this side, which is the corresponding side of QR, the same side, okay, which is VU, isn't it? VU. Okay, for angle, so they say TWV, this angle, which angle is corresponding angle to this angle? Okay, which is PSR here. So this angle is called PSR, or if you want to write RSP also can, as long as the angle is S and you put the S in the middle. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Okay, B part 1. Given that transformation G, okay, G is a reflection, pantulan, in the line PT. Okay, so you need to draw image of PQRST under transformation G. Okay, so drawing, okay, look here. So they say this line PT, this is the axis of reflection. So this is the object, and now we need to draw image. Okay, you have to use pencil. Okay. So from Q, okay, Q to this line, one box. Okay, make sure one box to the other side. Okay, so here. So you just put a dot. Then R. From this point to this line, make sure it forms 90-degree perpendicular. So it is 1.5. Okay, 1.5. So here, half and 1, stop here. Okay, then the other point, okay, S. So one box away, reach this line. So one box here. Okay, so as long as you have these 3 points, you can join together and you will get the image. Okay, so this is the answer. But you have to label. So this is Q prime. So this is S prime. This is R prime. Okay, so the drawing done. Now guys, you don't need to erase the line. But when you draw, make sure it is not too dark, too messy. Okay, you can just leave the line like that. Okay, so next. Describe fully. Okay, we need to huraikan the full transformation of H. Okay, what is H? Okay, look at the question. So the question say that pentagon XWVUT is the image of PQRS under combined transformation HG. Now when you see two transformations together, which one do we do first? So we always do the one at the back, G first, then H later. Okay, so here the image is, this is the image XWVUT. Object PQRST, so this object. Okay, look at the diagram. Okay, PQRST. So this is the object, small one. Okay, this is the object. Then image, big one. So the big one is image. Okay, from object to the big image must go through two transformations. So what is the first transformation? Just now we see the first transformation is, okay, the first transformation should be G. Okay, G is what? G, they already tell us is a reflection in this line. So meaning the object will reflect here. Okay, then after that, we're going to use this as our object, and then the final image become bigger. So this will be H. So can you tell what is transformation H? From this small one become big one. So this is actually enlargement, correct? Okay, for enlargement, okay, we need to get ready few things first, pembesaran. So first, we need to find scale factor, factor skala. Scale factor is K equal image over object. Okay, so what is the scale factor? Image, you can choose any side of the image. Okay, let's say I choose VW, so this one 3. Object, this one 1. Okay, 1. So the scale factor is 3 over 1, which is 3. Okay, so the second thing we need to find is center of enlargement, pusat pembesaran. So to find center, take out your ruler, join all the corresponding points together. Okay, for example, we have to join, okay, let's say X and this P. So their corresponding point, join, extend the line longer. Okay, U and this S prime, they are corresponding. Okay, join together, extend longer. Now, do you see that these two lines intersect at T? So, T is the center. Okay, so now describe means you have to put this thing, all this information in a sentence. Okay, so part 2, describe H. Okay, H is an enlargement with scale factor of 3 at center T. Okay, so BM H ialah pembesaran dengan faktor skala 3 pada pusat T. Then you will get 3 marks. Okay, so done, part 2. Now, let's look at part 3. Okay, part 3A. So, they ask us to state ratio, nisbah. Okay, ratio of what? Ratio of area pentagon PQRST to area pentagon XWVUT. Okay, so PQRST is the smaller one. PQRST is smaller one. And then XWVUT is the big one. So, meaning we want the area of object to the area of image. Okay, so to find ratio, okay, ratio we always, okay, here they want area of object to image. Okay, so we'll find the length first, we compare the length. Object, you can choose any side, let's say this one 1. Okay, so 1. Then image, okay, image is this, which is 3. Okay, this is not the answer yet, because if you take 1 to 3, it's only length. But now they want the ratio, nisbah of area. Area. So if it's area, you need to square both. Okay, you need to put square, you need to put square. So at the end, the ratio we get is 1 to 9. Okay, unless they ask what is the ratio of length, panjang, then the answer is 1 to 3. But they ask area, so you need to kuasa dua, you need to square. So it's 1 to 9. Okay, now part B. Okay, part B they say total area of these two. So the object and image total is 240. What is the area of PQRST? So what is the area of object? Okay, so remember this 240 is both total. Okay, based on this ratio, okay, we can tell that object if it's 1, image is 9 times 1 to 9. So meaning, let's say object is X. How about area of image? Will be 9X, correct? So 1 to 9. So if object is X, then the image will be 9X. So total of these two is 240. So X plus 9X is 240. So now we can find X is how much? So 10X equal 240. So X equal 240 divided by 10. So X equals to 24. So 24 unit is cm squared. Okay, unit is cm squared. Now the question asking what is the area of object, which is the X. So the answer, done. So the answer is 24. Okay, look at question 12. So the marks obtained by 15 students in a mathematics test. So all these marks, they already arranged in ascending order. Okay, if it's not arranged in ascending order, then you have to. But this is already in ascending order. Great. Okay, so now part 1, A part 1. Okay, on the graph in answers, we draw box plot. Okay, we need to draw here. Okay, box plot, make sure you know how it looks like. Okay, box plot look like this. You need to draw this thing. Now, to draw this, you need to get ready 5 information always. Okay, the 5 information, okay, first, we need to know the minimum. Second, here, we need to know the Q1. First quartile pertama. So, third, this line is median, the middle data. Fourth, this is Q3. And last, this is maximum data, the biggest value. Okay, so you need to find out these 5 things, then only we can construct a box plot. Okay, so look at this data. Since already arranged in order, okay, we need to find mean, minimum, Q1, median, Q3, and maximum. Okay, so we can easily find the mean, minimum, and maximum. Minimum, 36. This one. Maximum, 82. Okay, 82. Okay, next we need to find median first, because without finding median, you can't tell Q1 and Q3. Okay, median is the middle data. Okay, so we cut left, right, left, right, cut left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, so 67 is exactly in the middle. Okay, so this is the median. so this is 67. Okay, then after that Q1. So since you know 67 is median, okay, median, left hand side of the median we have a bunch of data. So the middle data is called Q1. Okay, find the middle one. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, here 48. So this is Q1. Okay, the other side of the median. So here the middle data is Q3. Okay, left, right, left, right, left, right, which is 75. So this is Q3. Okay, so this is 75. Now once you get these 5 information, then now we can construct a box plot. Okay, so I choose to use the middle line. Okay, 36 minimum, 36 here. 48, make sure you plot accurately, 48 here. 67 here. 75 here. Last 82 here. Okay, so you have these 5 points already. Okay, take out your ruler. First 2 points join horizontally. Last 2 points join horizontally also. Okay, then the middle one, okay, take 6 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here, 6 boxes. Okay, 6 boxes. After that, close up. Okay, done. So this is a box plot. Okay, let's look at part 2. Okay, part 2, they ask us to calculate mean. Okay, mean. Mean means average. You have to add all the data together. So tell your calculator, you add these 15 data together, divide by 15. Okay, so let's see how much. All the 15 data. So to calculate mean, okay, 36, 40, 40. Okay, 45, 48, 50, 63, 63, 67, 72, 74, 75, 75, 76, 80, and 82. Okay, divide by 15. Okay, see how much. You get 946 divided by 15. Okay, divided by 15, so it is 63.07. Okay, so this is the mean. Okay, part B. Part 3. Okay, so we still have part 3. Okay, state the shape. So what is the distribution shape? So what is the shape of this box plot? So the shape we have is pencong ke kiri or pencong ke kanan, or it is symmetrical. So what do you think? Right square, left square, or symmetrical? So this one is not symmetrical. Okay, you see the line here longer, here shorter. And then this one is not even in the middle. So definitely not symmetrical. So this is left or right. Okay, how do we determine left side or right side? Okay, so this thing, we use thumb. Okay, when this is not in the box plot, okay, let's say if it's in histogram. Okay, for example, if you see histogram, or maybe frequency polygon. So if it is like a staircase, okay, how do you know this one is skewed to the left or right? Okay, so your thumb point to the empty side. Okay, point to the empty side. Because if you point to this side, there's something blocking. Okay, we always point to the side that it is empty, okay, which is here. So if your thumb point to left, then it is left. Okay, so if you get a shape, maybe, let's say if you draw frequency polygon, so if the graph happen to be like this, okay, something like this. Okay, so every data concentrate on the left hand side. So where should your thumb point? Okay, your thumb will point to the empty side. Okay, the side that nothing blocking. So this is right. Okay, so go back to this box plot. So which side lesser data? So you look at it, this line longer. Okay, this line shorter. All the data accumulate on the right hand side. So your thumb will point to the longer side, the empty one. So this is left. So we call that as skew to the left. Okay, pencong ke kiri. So because all the data accumulate at the back, so the thumb point to the other side. Okay, the other side, which is left hand side. Okay, so this is the answer. Oh yeah, sorry guys, this is part 3 here. Okay, so this is part 3. Now part B, so the marks are adjusted by subtracting 2 marks from the current mark of each student. So now every student minus 2 marks. Okay, every student minus 2 marks. A student says that the new mode and the new range will be the same as the previous data. So based on this sentence, is his statement correct? Justify your answer. If every student minus 2 marks, will the mood still be the same? Okay, what is the original mood first? Mood is the data appeared the most. Okay, so based on this 15 score, which data is the mood? Okay, we have 63 appear twice, and then we have 75 appear twice. So the mood, okay, I call it as the original mood. Okay, the original mood is 63 and 75, right? We can have two mood. But now if everybody minus 2 marks, will the mood still be 63 and 75? No. If minus 2 marks means this 63 will become 61, 61. And then this 75 will become 73, 73. So the mood is not the same anymore. So based on this sentence, so is the statement correct? So the answer is no. Okay, so let's write it down. Justify your answer. So we say that, we say no, because the new modes are 61 and 73. Okay, it's not the same. Answer is tidak, kerana mood baharu ialah 61 and 73. Okay, so done. Let's go next one. Okay, question 13. So it shows Venn diagram. Set A, okay, set A is Azmil's favorite activity. Set B, Abing. Set C, Kenny. Okay, so using set notation, menggunakan tata tanda set. So set notation meaning you have to put this curly bracket. Okay, so to show the activity they like. Okay, so first, Azmil's favorite activity only. You see the word sahaja. So only meaning do not intersect with any other set. Okay, Azmil is this one. So the favorite activity for Azmil only, which is fishing and cooking. Okay, so only means cannot have any other set in it. So it's only fishing, cooking. Okay, so you have to put curly bracket, fishing, cooking. Okay, part B. Kenny's favorite activity, but not Abing's favorite activity. Okay, only Kenny's favorite activity. Okay, so look at Kenny's. Kenny's is this whole circle is Kenny. But they say do not include Abing's. Okay, Abing is B, so don't want this. So if don't want B means left with cycling and swimming. Alright, so we have to list these two. Cycling, swimming. Okay, then let's look at part 2. Okay, on the answers, on the diagram in the answer space, okay, you need to shade this. Okay, loretkan this. So we want to shade C intersect B prime. Now first, you have to understand what is this comma. So whenever you see comma means you don't want B. Don't include B. How about this symbol? So this is intersect persilangan, means repeat. Okay, so you choose things that repeated only. So for this type of question, if you are not so confident, my suggestion is always put number. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Every space put one number. Okay, so now they want C. Okay, you list C. C got what number? C is this whole circle. 2, 3, and 4. Isn't that? Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay, leave it first. Now look at B prime. So just now you say, when you see comma means we don't want B. Okay, so B is 4. We don't want B. If you don't want B means left with 1, 2, and 3. Correct? 1, 2, 3. Okay, lastly, look at the symbol. So the symbol is intersect, repeat. Okay, check which number repeated here. 2, 3. So 2 and 3. So 2 and 3 is the answer you want. Okay, then you shade 2 and 3. So you shade nicely, carefully. Okay, done. Next. Okay, we go part B. Okay, part B, we have another set. Okay, here they say universal set is all the students at the camp. F is student like fishing. C, student like cooking. H, student take part in hiking. Okay, so fishing, cooking, hiking. Now, part 1. Total number of students at the camp is 24. There are 10 students take part 10 students take part in at least 2 activities, and we need to find X and Y. Okay, so at least 2 activities, meaning which part we want? So, do we want 4? Okay, no, this one don't take part in any activity. So do we want this Y? No, this Y means 1 activity only. So 7, no, it's only 1 activity only. So we want at least 2, meaning we want 5, 1, and also 2x. Okay, these 3 numbers. So these 3 things, okay, 5 plus 1 plus 2x is equals to 10. Okay, student here take part at least 2 activity. Okay, then you can find x already. 6 plus 2x equal 10. 2x equal, bring this 6 over, 10 minus 6, 4. X equal 4 divided by 2, x equals to 2. Okay, then how to find y? Now they say everybody in the camp is 24. So everybody here 24. So now you can find y. Okay, x is 2. So this one, 2 times 2, this becomes 4. Okay, meaning y plus 5 plus 1 plus 4, 7, 4 equals to 24. Then you can find y. Okay, y plus 5, 1, 4, 7, 4 equals to 24. Okay, y plus 21 equals to 24. Y equals to 24 minus 21. Y equals to 3. Okay, so done. Now part 2. Represent the shaded region using this union symbol and intersect symbol. Okay, the shaded region they refer is this one. Here. Okay, so they ask us to write with the symbol given, okay, in order to get this shaded region. Okay, for this type of question, you have to think, maybe try and error a bit. Okay, in order to get shaded region here, so do you realize that the whole C and the whole H is not involved? The shaded region is not in C and H at all. So we don't want C, don't want H. We only want the space outside of C and H, correct? Okay, so we can put this. We don't want C and H. Everything. C union H. Okay, we don't want. So if you put union means everything. But now I don't want C, don't want H. So we put this comma, prime. Okay, we don't want C and H. But we want F. Okay, so we can put intersect with F. Okay, so this is the answer. Or the other way around, you can put F intersect with C union H prime. Alright, both also accepted because both also can get this shaded region. Alright. Okay, that's all for 13. Then we go next one. Okay, let's look at 14. A factory produces premium handbag and exclusive handbag. The weekly production targets are as follow. Okay, here, maximum number of premium handbag produced is 42. Okay, premium handbag, 42. The number of exclusive handbag produced at most 2 times premium handbag. Okay, look at part A. What do they ask? X represent premium handbag, Y represent exclusive handbag. Write 2 linear inequality to represent a situation. Okay, so here the X and Y they already fixed for us, so we have to follow. So X is premium handbag. So back to this table, this box. So they say maximum premium handbag. Premium means X is 42. So what should we write? X maximum, the symbol we use for maximum is less than equal 42. Okay, now the second, number of exclusive handbag. Exclusive handbag is Y. So here Y. Now at most, what is at most? Lebih. So another way of saying at most is maximum. At most is the same as maximum. So when you see at most, we use this symbol also, less than or equal. 2 times of premium handbag. Premium is X. So conclusion, part 2, our inequality will be Y less than equal to X. Okay, so we got 2 inequality. Okay, we can write it down. X less than equal 42. Y less than equal 2x. Okay, part B. Okay, part B. The third week production target is shown by the shaded region in the answer space. Okay, so they draw a dotted line. So this is the third week one, so everything should be just on top. Okay, now they ask us to write in words the inequality represent the target. Okay, so look at this shaded region. So here they put a dotted line. So the target must on top. Okay, and first, what is the equation of this line? When it is a horizontal line. Horizontal line touch y-axis at this number. So what number is this? So this is actually 46. So this line is called y equal 46. Okay, y equal 46. And you look at this graph, it is actually dotted line. Okay, dotted line. So the symbol we use is y shaded region is on top of this dotted line. So it is more than 46. Okay, more than 46. But then now they want us to write in words. Okay, so we write in words, it will be, so for this y, okay, y is premium or exclusive, you have to mention. Okay, y is exclusive handbag. Okay, write in words. Okay, we can write together. The number of exclusive handbag, okay, handbags produced is greater than 46, more than 46. Okay, for BM student, bilangan bag tangan eksklusif yang dihasilkan lebih besar daripada 46. Okay. Now part C. Okay, part C. From the graph, part 2. Okay, part 2, we need to draw and shade the region satisfy the linear inequality in part A and B. Okay, so we need to draw these two lines. They already draw the third line, but we haven't put these two lines. Then after that, we need to shade. Okay, the first one, just now we say x less than equal 42. So if we change to equation, this will be x equal 42. Correct? So x equal 42, how does the line look like? So x equal, so it is actually a vertical line. So we have to draw vertical line at 42, touch x-axis. Okay, the second line is y less than equal to x. Correct? Just now we put this. So it's actually from y equal to x. So if you see xy, you know that it's a slant line. So we need to create a table, xy, okay, at least put two coordinates. So first, we use 0. When x is 0, 2 times 0, y is 0. How about the other point? Okay, the other point, you can choose any number, but make sure number that can be found here. So all the number here is in multiple of 10. So maybe we can use when x is 40, x is 40, y is 2 times 40, 80. Okay, we can find these 2 points here. Okay, so now first line. X equal 42. X equal 42. Okay, here 42. Okay, so this x equal 42. Okay, the second line is, okay, first point 0, 0. Then the second point is 40, 80. 40, 80 here. Okay, here. Then join it solid line also because it's with equal. Okay, then the third line they already draw for us, the dotted line here. So at the end, where should we shade? So x less than, less means to the left. Okay, then the second one less means down. Then third one, this one more. So at the end, you have to shade this part. Okay, done. Okay, then after that, let's look at part C. Okay, part C, we need to find, okay, from the graph, you need to find answer. What is the maximum, okay, what is the maximum number of exclusive bag that can be produced? Okay, exclusive bag is X or Y? Check first. Exclusive bag is Y. What is the maximum Y we can produce? Okay, from your graph, okay, maximum, okay, which is the highest point here. Okay, you look at this graph closely. Okay, now I believe yours is very dark. Okay, so here, okay, you should get, okay, you should get 83. Okay, so you should get 83. So you just write maximum 83. Okay, so last part. Okay, let's check last part. Whether the weekly production target are achieved. If 25 premium handbag and 60 exclusive handbag are produced in a particular week, justify your answer. Do you think possible to achieve? So premium is X, X is 25, exclusive is Y, Y is 60. When X 25, Y 60, okay, go find. 25, 60. $25, $60. $25, go up all the way, and then 60. So 25, 60 is actually here. It's actually out of the shaded region. So do you think possible to achieve? So the answer is no. Okay, no. So let's write down and justify answer. Okay, so the answer is no, because 25, 60 is located outside of shaded region. Okay, so you can put tidak kerana 2560 terletak di luar kawasan berloreng. Okay, so that's it, and let's look at the last question. Okay, let's look at the last question. So the table shows tax exemption and tax relief, pengecualian cukai, pelepasan cukai. Okay, so here they ask what is the total tax relief, jumlah pelepasan cukai that can be claimed by Encik Ali for the year. So here you have to be able to differentiate which is tax exemption, which is tax relief. Okay, so let's check individual, donation, life insurance and EPF, lifestyle, self-education fees. Okay, so here there's only one is tax exemption. Which one? So tax exemption is donation, sumbangan. Okay, so this is under tax exemption. So it is under pengecualian cukai. Okay, which means if they want tax relief, so this is not included. So you add everything up except this 300. Okay, so 9,000, 3,105, 1,545, and 3,000. So 16,650. Okay, 2 marks, done. Now let's look at part B. Okay, Encik Ali chargeable income. Chargeable income for Encik Ali is 73,000, while his wife, okay, his wife chargeable income is 5,000 lesser than his. Okay, so which is how much? 73,000 minus 5,000, so wife will be 68,000. Okay, chargeable income, pendapatan bercukai. So it shows some of the individual income tax rate. Okay, so part 1. So we need to use separate tax assessment, tasaran cukai berasingan, to calculate both of their income tax. So we have to do separately. Okay, so let's do Encik Ali first. So Encik Ali chargeable income is 73,000. Okay, 73,000, straight away read from table. So which category we should take? 73 is this one. For in this category, first 70,000 have to pay 3,700. So if more than 7,000, if more than 70,000, have to charge 19%. Okay, so for Encik Ali, okay, chargeable income, okay, chargeable income is 73,000. Okay, so how about the income tax? Okay, income tax definitely have to pay how much? Definitely have to pay 3,700. Okay, so this 3,700 is for first 70,000 income. Okay, we need to add, okay, first 70,000, but his chargeable income is 73,000. There are 3,000 extra that need to calculate separately. So we take 73,000 minus 70,000, then the remaining 3,000 times 19%. Right, 19%. Okay, so we get 3,700 plus 3,000 times 19%. So it is 570. So total up 4,270 ringgit. Okay, so before we treat this as the final answer, so ask yourself, does he get any rebate? Got rebate or not? There are two situations will get rebate. Is either he pays zakat. Okay, never mentioned any zakat before, no rebate. Zakat don't have. So the second rebate goes to if the chargeable income less than 35,000. Okay, this one is already more than that. So meaning Ali, Encik Ali, no rebate at all. So this is the income tax he has to pay. Okay, how about his wife? Okay, chargeable income for wife is 68,000, 5,000 lesser. Okay, so for 68,000 fall in this category. First 50,000 have to pay 1,500. After that, 11%. Okay. So income tax, cukai pendapatan. So definitely have to pay 1,500. So 1,500 is for first 50,000, but her chargeable income is 68,000. So 68,000 minus 50,000, then times 11%. Okay, 1,500 plus. So we have 18,000 times 11%. So which is 1,980. Total up 3,480. Okay, is there any rebate for the wife? No. Okay, don't have also. Okay, at the end, calculate income tax. Okay, so this is the answer for part A, part B. Okay, part 2. Hence, calculate the total income tax for both of them by using joint tax assessment. Okay, these are separate. Okay, what if we use joint? Joint meaning the income, chargeable income add together. Okay, chargeable income add together. Okay, chargeable income for both of them, so this is 73,000 plus 68,000, so which is 141,000. Okay, so if it's 141,000, how much is the rate? Okay, check the table. So it's for in the last category here. First 100,000 have to pay 9,400, then the remaining 25%. Okay, so income tax. So definitely have to pay 9,400 plus. Okay, this 9,400 is for first 100,000. So we take 141,000 minus 100,000. Then times how much? 25%. Okay, 25%. So 9,400 plus 10,250. So total 19,650. So this is if they use joint tax assessment. Okay, then part 3. Okay, part 3. Determine whether individual tax assessment or joint tax assessment is better for both of them. Now you see, if we use separate tax assessment, if we total up, okay, 4,270 plus 3,480. So total is only 7,750. Okay, but if you use joint tax assessment, because you add the income together, so if the income become higher, the percentage will be different, will be higher. So end up, both of them together have to pay 19,650. So which one better? Of course, separate better, because separate pay lesser, correct? So now they ask us to justify answer. They ask determine which one better, individual tax assessment better or joint. So the answer is individual tax assessment better because the income tax payable is lower. Okay. Tafsiran cukai individual. Okay, so tafsiran cukai individu lebih baik kerana cukai pendapatan yang perlu dibayar lebih rendah. Nobody want to pay expensive tax, correct? That's all for all the BahagianB question. If you think this video is useful, help me click like and share to your friends. So if you haven't watched BahagianA, please watch it. And do you need BahagianC? If yes, drop me some comment and let me know. So I will see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.